In this video, I'm going to give you the secret to being the one man that women want out of all the other men they have direct access to. And I can tell you, as a regular guy who has had dozens of women around the world obsess over me, and who has created a formula that predictably causes women to pursue me relentlessly, while all other men are virtually invisible to them, I can tell you that if you follow these steps, women will pursue you, you'll retain their interest, and your life will change forever. By the way, guys, if you want to take my completely free attraction diagnostic that I built so you can see exactly why women aren't pursuing you the way you want them to, it's like having me as a specialist telling you exactly where you're going wrong with women and how to fix it. It only takes about 5 minutes and you can get it completely for free down below. All right, so let's get into it. So the first step is don't reveal high interest too soon. So here's the thing. When you're dating and talking to a new woman, you might fall into the trap of relying on what makes logical sense and expressing too much interest too soon, because you think it only makes sense to talk to her, text her, and see her consistently to progress the possibility of intimacy or a relationship. But what happens is, and I've done this as well, your interest level and eagerness to progress things with her, it causes you to emotionally attach faster than she does. This is the exact moment you begin to pursue her a lot more than she pursues you. During this time, you're most likely constantly checking your phone throughout the day to see if she responded back to your last message. You may send her consistent good morning and check-in texts to anxiously keep the conversation going. And you're probably trying to see her whenever she's available to set up more dates. And when you're doing these things, your energy and behavior turn her off because she wants to be the one to emotionally attach to you first, and you essentially rob her of the opportunity to do so. Okay, so let me give you a personal example, right? There was a woman I met a while back, and I was extremely attracted to this woman, right? She was beautiful, so much to the point where I was texting her like every single day after we met, and I was trying to set up dates to see her, right? And the more I texted her and initiated conversation, it was like the less she would text me and respond to my messages, right? And the more and more I tried to see her, the more she would have an excuse or a flake. However, with this same woman, as soon as I disrupted the pattern of me texting her and reaching out to her all the time, it was the exact moment she started initiating conversation and being more responsive over text, and eventually asking me if I was free and stuff like that. And I think I just focused on my life and just stopped texting her for like 3 or 4 days or so. And the reason why this works is because the moment you stop displaying such high interest, her interest in you instantly rises, right? And that's what made me realize that women are used to 99% of men showing high interest in them 24/7. I mean, like dating apps, social media, Instagram, in public, at the gym. But when you keep your interest at a median, not too low, but not too high, it makes her interest for you rise. And eventually, if you maintain a cool, calm, and collected interest level, she will be the one revealing her high interest for you, emotionally attached to you, and start sending you text messages just like these. So if you want to be the one man women want out of 99% of men, you got to start concealing your interest level through how you communicate and your behavior during the initial talking and dating stage. Now, this next step I'm about to share with you is possibly one of the most simplest things to do when it comes to separating yourself from 99% of men. And yet it is one that many men aren't even aware of. Okay, so step number 2 is to behave the exact opposite of modern day men. Okay, so in my opinion, we're living in a world where virtually all women get free attention from men consistently. And basically, men behave the same for the most part across the board. And the trap I see is a lot of men give their attention away freely. They give it away freely on social media and public in hopes that it will increase their chances with women. It will increase their odds for more dates, for more intimacy. However, this actually backfires on men, right? And the way you want to behave when it comes to the exact opposite of modern day men is literally just don't give your attention away so freely. Like, don't be so easy, don't be so eager, don't be so desperate. And this has happened to me, like literally with dating apps, right? Or any type of social media. Like, men are swiping endlessly on women trying to get matches, right? That's a modern day thing now. Men constantly comment under women's Instagram posts. Men are constantly sliding in women's DMs. Like, women are used to all this free attention. So when you do those same things, you are literally putting yourself in the pool of all the other men that are doing this to, let's say, a specific woman that you're interested in. And so it's like you are not standing out by any means necessary, bro. You are literally blending in with all the other guys who are doing the exact same thing. And one may ask, like, okay, if I stop using dating apps, or if I stop trying to get matches or sliding in girls' DMs and trying to get their number, set up dates. How am I going to meet new women? How am I going to talk to women? It really comes down to this, bro. The more energy and effort and eagerness that you have to try to meet new women and get women and go on dates, the harder it's going to be, bro. Because your energy is not, it's being forced, bro. And it comes down to really this, the law of reversed effort. It's basically the harder that you consciously try to achieve something or a specific outcome, the less likely you are to succeed at it, bro. So stop putting so much of your energy and attention in trying to get women. Let it flow. I'm not going to be like one of those guys that say, oh, just do nothing and you'll get women. No, I'm actually going to teach you. If you subscribe to this channel, you will get women. Women will pursue you. Women will be interested in you. They'll desire you long term, bro. I've done this in real life. Now, I'm not here to brag. I just believe that every man can have the ability to have these results. It's not about looks. It's not about money. It's not about status. It's about understanding. It's about know-how. It's about behavior. That's really what it comes down to, bro. So you just want to have the right energy. If you start walking in the right energy, women will feel that. Long story short, women will feel whatever it's called nowadays, your aura, your pull, your energy, and it will radiate. Like, you'll have the energy that you are not in lack, that you're not desperate, that you're not eager to talk to a woman, so you're not eager to go on dates, you're not eager to get her number. When you're not being that guy, you start to become the guy that women want. You start to become the guy that women hit on indirectly or covertly, meaning women will hit on you, but in a way that it doesn't seem like they're hitting on you. They'll come up and like one time I told the story. I was at a rooftop a video photo shoot, and a woman, the baddest woman there, I was chilling, minding my own business. I was on my computer at the time, actually working, probably editing videos like this one. But the baddest woman there comes up to me. Mind you, there's a whole bunch of people around. I hope it's crowded. A whole bunch of other guys there that are talking to girls and everything. The baddest woman comes up to me and asks me for the Wi-Fi passcode. Now, mind you, I was on my computer, so that's like reasonable. But it's like, really? Like, all these people, and you walk up to me when I'm in the zone. I was focused working, and you come up and ask me for the Wi-Fi passcode. That's fine. I told her the Wi-Fi passcode, and how I knew she was interested, how I knew she was hitting on me, is because after I gave her the Wi-Fi passcode, she didn't leave. She stayed and started making small conversation, small talk. So guys, when you have the energy, like I said, this comes down to like behave the opposite way of modern day men. When you have the energy that you are not in lack and you are not in need with women, women will start to gravitate towards you a lot more, and women will become a lot easier, bro. You have to trust me when I tell you this. I know you feel and hear the conviction in my voice. And the best way to do this is just stop giving your attention away so freely. Stop being so eager. Stop being so easy, right? And a personal example of this for me is I stopped following women on social media. All men today, it seems like, I would say, follow women on social media. But especially if it comes down to a woman that you're interested in, which is actually another reason why I don't exchange Instagram, I don't exchange social media with women when meeting them, because you're just gonna blend into the pool of the rest of the guys that follows her, or that she follows, or that are DMing her. So your chances go down. And another thing, when it comes to behaving the exact opposite as modern men, I stopped asking for women's numbers. Think about it. Every time a guy has an interaction with a woman, at the end of the interaction, what's the line? Is it cool if I can get your number? Or can I get your number? Can I get your number? You're asking for permission to get her number. As a man, no. You need to be authoritative with women. You need to be dominant with women. You need to invite, not ask. And really what I do is I give her the opportunity to take my number down. You have to be the more valuable player here. You have to be the more valuable piece, the grand prize. You have to be the one that's on the pedestal. Don't put women on the pedestal, especially during the first interaction of meeting her. Asking for her number. Every man asks for her number when she talks to a new man. Every man, think about it. Every man is asking for her number or for her Instagram when meeting her. How about this? How about you do the exact opposite and say, here, take my number down. But just say, take my number down and I'll text you. Take my number down real quick and I'll text you. So guys, if you want to be the one man that women want out of 99% of men, you have to do the exact opposite of what 99% of men are doing, okay? All right, so despite what you've been told, this third step is by far the most important and yet also the most overlooked, because men just don't know about it, honestly. And I didn't know about it for a while either. So step number 3 is create your own signature masculine identity. Okay, so I want to talk about a common trap that I see a lot with men that just look the exact same as the next guy. Nothing is different about them. And this actually comes down to style for the most part, and your specific look and aesthetic that you have about you. If you have the same overall look as the next guy and the next guy and the next guy, you don't stand out. You blend in with the 99% of men. Okay, as far as your physique, if your physique doesn't stand out a little bit from the average male physique, if you don't have that swimmer body, that triangle shaped body, women aren't looking at you in that way. If your style is just normal, just work clothes or just sweatpants and just, no sense of style, really, no accessories, nothing to add on to your personality with clothes or aesthetics, you don't stand out. I fell into the same trap. Like, I didn't have a specific look. I just had a regular look. I didn't have a specific look, like a look that speaks to my identity, or a look that if you were to see me, like, for example, this orange shirt, this cowboy hat, and this black necklace. If you were to see me, you'd be like, okay, this is an interesting looking fella right here. I don't really see too many people with cowboy hats on. That's a really nice shirt he has. This is a look. This is your signature masculine identity. And actually, I have a video. Right here where I go in depth about how to create your signature. It's like a 30-minute long video. How to create your signature masculine identity. It's in my community, Female Mastery Decoded, in the premium member section, right? However, if you want to join Female Mastery Decoded, my personal community, for free, you can do so. It's open, and inside you'll get 2 starter kits. You get an attraction starter kit and a retention starter kit, and then you'll also get the Female Nature Basics course, which is super important, because if you don't understand women, then you're going to be at the disadvantage. So like I said, the community is free to join, but if you want specific material, specific courses, that is in the premium section of the community. Okay, but you can join now completely for free. All right, so I'll give you some small tips on how to create your signature masculine identity. It falls into 3 archetypes. You have the rugged, the rakish, and the refined. The rugged, think of like guys like Thor or Maximus or Aquaman, right? Or Black Dynamite. I don't know if I'm sure you know some of those characters from movies. The rakish, think of Iron Man, right? Tony Stark. Think of Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Those are more rakish guys. And then the refined, think of James Bond, Vito Corleone, the Godfather, or Bruce Wayne, Batman. Real refined, real sharp to the nines. You're going to naturally fall into one of those archetypes. Like if you just watch a movie, and you're going to naturally gravitate to one out of those 3 type of men, right? And you just want to embody those characteristics, match that with style and appeal and aesthetic and accessories, and then you will start to stick out. You will start to have your own identity, your own custom masculine identity about you, and you won't look like the rest of the men around you, especially when you're out in public, right? Like, for example, the thumbnail. It's a great example of creating your signature masculine identity. Behind me is a whole bunch of guys in blue shirts that all look the same, same haircut, well, not same haircuts, but they all just all look the same. Very mundane, right? Very blank slate. And then you have me, for example. This is how I look in real life. This is a custom signature masculine identity that I've created. And guys, when you do this, women will respond to you differently, right? They'll give you different looks. They'll be like, this guy is different. This guy has a different feel about him, a different energy about him. It appears to be more masculine, more confident, especially when you're wearing it and you're looking the way that makes you feel good, makes you feel like $1 million, right? You'll start to notice women will look at you and treat you a little bit differently because you appear more custom and more one-of-one made compared to all of the other men that are interacting with her. Okay, so now you understand the do's and don'ts from step 1 through 3, but step number 4 is going to be the difference maker when becoming the one man that every woman wants out of 99% of men, and that is to stimulate a full range of her emotions. See, this is where most men go wrong, right? Most men, when upon dating and talking to a woman, they are so fixated on the fact of doing everything right, saying the right things, not messing up, trying to perform perfectly so she likes them more, right? It's almost like a performance. You're trying to perform to get this result or outcome from the woman. And the problem with that is there is no polarity or tension within that performance, within that mask. I guess you can call it the nice guy, whatever. It's not always a nice guy, but it's like you're just trying to cater to the woman's emotions, and you don't want to do that. And the more nicer and more accommodating you are to women when you're dating and interacting with them, the more you're trying to accommodate and appease them. And what you'll notice is women slowly pull back when you behave like that. They slowly lose interest because there is no tension. There is no emotional stimulation is what I'm going to get to. And if you ever felt like this, welcome to the one thing that most men never realize, because their behavior of being too nice and too accommodating and trying to perform and say all the right things and do all the right things. But here's the truth. The guy who is having the best success with women isn't concerned with managing her emotions. It isn't concerned with performing for her or saying all the right things or doing all the right things. That guy is actually living his life authentically and honestly doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care what the woman thinks. He says it real. He keeps it 100. He doesn't care if she's gonna get sad, mad, or angry with him. He just lives his life authentically, and that's actually what women love. It's refreshing because most men aren't doing that. That goes back to step number 2, right? So how do we stimulate a woman's full range of emotions? Not to where she's only just feeling nice, happy, and content and safe. No, to where she feels a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of edge, a little bit of maybe jealousy or anxiety. And it's not like you want to do these things on purpose, because now that's also performing. But how you make her feel these other emotions is by living your life authentically when you're not caring about performing for her to make her happy or comfortable, right? And what you're not going to do is walk on eggshells in order to make a woman happy, thinking that's going to bring you intimacy or thinking that's going to bring you guys closer. If anything, it's going to do the exact opposite, because she's going to smell through your performance. She's going to smell through your niceness. While you thinking it's going to help you, it's actually going to hurt you. And the best way to stimulate a woman's full range of emotions is simply be authentic. So if she invites you to her cousin's wedding and you don't want to go to the wedding, tell her no, right? If you have something come up, you guys are going on a date and you have an emergency or something that you have to attend to, cancel on the date. Don't sacrifice your priorities if something really is important to go on a date with her. Like, hold fast, bro. If she asks you if you're talking to other women, don't lie to her and say no. Tell her, yeah, there's a few other girls that I'm talking to. Be straight up. And actually, what you'll learn when you subscribe to this channel when it comes to being transparent and honest with women in regards to other women you may be talking to, it increases your chances, bro. Women are attracted to men that other women want. So never lie on the behalf of trying to, save face and make yourself appear more noble and righteous via only talking to one girl. No. Let her know. If she asks, let her know that there's other women that you're talking to. It'll make her compete for you, bro. So these are ways to stimulate her emotions: jealousy, uncertainty, anxiety, maybe disappointment. So if you're struggling with dating women and trying to get them to pursue you, if you're struggling with trying to, do all the right things and overperform, don't put that pressure on yourself, bro, because you're not going to be perfect. So there's no point in trying to perform and wear a mask and be this perfect guy who tries to say all the right things and do all the right things and not mess up with women and not say this wrong and do that wrong. Bro, just I'm not going to say just be yourself, but be authentic. Meaning, don't try to cater to her emotions, to her good, positive emotions. Because now when you only do that, she starts to feel nothing with you. Because there is no tension, there is no real emotional stimulation of the full range of her emotions, which are the negative ones, right? When you only cater to her good emotions, it hurts you in the end. She pulls back, she loses interest, she puts you in the friend zone, she sees you as the nice guy, okay? Okay, so this last step is the one that's going to bring it all together. And if you miss this, you will not be the one man that women want out of 99% of men, okay? So step number 5 is to use distance and time to your advantage. Okay, you don't want to fall into the trap of not giving women the opportunity to miss you. Meaning, if you are always there, if you're always texting her, you're always calling her, you're always initiating conversation every day, consistently, always trying to see her, she will not have the time to miss you. And it will rob her of the opportunity to long for you. If you've never had a woman send you the text message, I miss you, or I can't go 24 hours without you, or when am I going to see you again? It means you are smothering her. So she doesn't have enough time and distance away from you to miss you in the first place. Instead, you want to use distance and time to your advantage for women to actually wonder about you. It creates mystery, right? That's actually how you start becoming the one man in her eyes, the one man that she only thinks about, the one man that's always on her mind. Without this space and distance, you won't have that. But there's actually one more step to being the one man that women want out of 99% of men. And that's mastering the overall impression women have of you based on your first interaction. So in this video right here, I'm actually going to give you the exact perfect impression formula that I've used to increase my number of promising dates and to date women on easy mode. So click onto that video and I'll see you in there.
Duke, you know I love you, right?